What's going on, everybody, and welcome to the Other Side of the Firewall podcast, where we talk about the latest and greatest in cybersecurity news, as well as we highlight those movers and shakers and glass ceiling breakers, those people of color who made it to the other side of the proverbial firewall. My name is Ryan Williams, and as always, I'm joined by Shannon.
What's up? What's up?
What's going on? Welcome to another week of cybersecurity news. So definitely continue to check us out. So Monday, Tuesday are topics. Wednesday's discussion. Thursday, either it's going to be a throwback or it's going to be Ask Us SP. I think I have one lined up, actually. So stay tuned for that to see which one pops up. And then Friday's everything else. So movies, books, games, all that good stuff. So we have plenty to talk about as well. Please like, share, subscribe, hit a bell, anything to increase our numbers. Share us with your nerdy friends. So without further ado, I'll give it to Shannon.
All right, everybody. So this first article, excuse me. This first article is from abcactionnews.com, and it's actually written by Justin Boggs. And the title is Why Apple is Urging You to Update iPhone Software ASAP, right? So University of Toronto researchers, they alerted Apple a couple days ago, actually, from when we were recording this, of a major security flaw that's affecting iPhones and iPads, right? So this one was one that was far reaching, right? So everybody out there with iPhones, by the time you see this, you might be a few days behind, but you need to get in there and update it, right? So this was actually discovered. This is researchers at the University of Toronto Citizen Lab, and it's a highly exploited, a highly sophisticated exploit in mercenary software, right? So this is needed for the following devices. So here's the list, right? iPhone 8 and later, right? So, which I imagine everybody's on. If you got older than an iPhone 8, I don't know how you're making it happen, right? iPad Pro, all models of iPad Pro, iPad Air 3rd generation and later, iPad 5th generation and later, and iPad Mini 5th generation, iPad Mini 5th generation and later. So, what's going on is there's processing of maliciously crafted images that are being done, and as we all know, that's what we use our phones for, right? We're looking at all types of images and pictures and things like that. So this is one that's going to be very widespread, because this is kind of what the Apple community is very big into, right? Like you get those products, and I know they do a lot of stuff when it comes to like work type stuff, right? You use your different Microsoft products and things of that nature. But if you have a Mac or an Apple product, you do it because of they even put this in their commercials, because of the things you can do with pictures, and they're like filming movies on it and whatnot. You know what I
Yeah,
mean?
that Retina display, right?
Yeah, like
Pixels
that.
in my eyeballs.
Yeah, that's kind of their thing, right? And that's what they're good at, right? I gotta admit that, even though I'm not, you know, I'm not a big Apple guy, even though I'm waiting for this new 15 to come out to see what it's about.
Mm-hmm.
If I'm gonna go that way. We'll see. We'll see when it drops in a few weeks, we think, right? But this is what people really have the Apple products for, right? So what it is you have to make sure that you update your device, right? And the vulnerabilities arose using the device's image IO framework and Apple's wallet function. So Apple Wallet is another one, right? That's being widely used and being widely accepted everywhere. Every time you go out somewhere, right, you start seeing the sign at these different vendors and places like that, where you'll see the Apple Wallet thing out there, right? So this is hitting on something that's very widely used in the Apple community, right? So just make sure you're out there doing your update. I will tell you, I don't know if you had the same experience, Ryan, but like after I did this update, because you sent it to me, and I was like, "Oh, good looking out!" Right? Like I was at the school getting ready to pick my kids up. I was like, "Good looking out, man!" Like I updated it right then. Like make sure you're doing this. But what I noticed is that my battery seems to be draining a little bit faster since I've done it. I don't know if you had the same thing. I think your phone might be newer than mine. No, I have a 12 Pro Max. I don't know if you have the same.
No, I think I have a 12 Pro.
Okay.
I think I'm at 12. Yeah, I usually wait like 2 or 3 generations for upgrade.
Yeah. So that's the only complaint I see from it, but it's not that bad, right? My battery's draining a little fast. But everybody out there, make sure you update. All right. Go out there, do this update as soon as you can, as soon as possible, because it is wide reaching and very much heavily affecting the Apple community. So Ryan, what's your thoughts on this?
Yeah, so I haven't noticed the battery thing yet. Typically, like my battery lasts a foot ever because I keep my screen turned all the way down. I don't play sounds and things of that nature. Like I use my phone strictly for chatting. And then my family complains when they have to use my phone. They're like, why it's so dark? Like, I don't know, I just by default I just turn the color all the way down or whatever it is, brightness. I turn the brightness all the way down. Save your battery. There you go. Pro tip. But No, when I saw it, I actually saw it on LinkedIn first. Somebody posted, and I was like, and then I had a bunch of coworkers shoot us emails because we're actually a pretty Apple heavy team, which is surprising. Usually, security people are like, "No, Android, meh," but like a 1920s gangster, meh. That's what you guys sound to me. All right, Android users. Um, but yeah, so it was bouncing around. So I said, okay, I'll go ahead and update. And I shot it to my family because we're pretty Apple. We are an Apple centric family. Uh, for them to update as well. I know they get tired of me sending them stuff, but no, this one's pretty serious. It's zero click, right? So you don't have to actually do anything for you to be harmed by this potential vulnerability that could hit you, right? We talked about NSO and Pegasus several times in the past, right? It's being used to spy on journalists. It's being used uh, internationally by nefarious types to break into phones. So now it's widely spread again, right? It's researched once again, and you need to protect yourself against it because there's really nothing you can do except for patch. There's no, I can't tell you to say stay away from these type of images or stay away from these type of websites. Like it could literally execute from anything that's been tampered with. So your best bet is just to update. That's just the way it is. Unfortunately, I'm sure this will spread over to, well, not this specific vulnerability. Like it seems to always be Apple that gets hit by it. I've not seen an Android variant of it yet. So one up on us, Android on that one. But I'm sure there's something equally as malicious over there on that side of the fence, right? Like I like to compare them to two sides of the railroad tracks, right? Like we're on the nice, clean side, right? Everything's nice over here, and then you cross over to the Android side. It's a wasteland on that side. It's just burning tires and cars on blocks. It's ridiculous over there. So
Look, man, it's gonna be like Hunger Games. What's gonna end up happening is they're gonna rise up against you. You're gonna start seeing the fingers come up and be like,
it's
"Oh, you're
it's
right."
it's already like Lord of the Flies over there. All right, it's got people on what are on spits. They're roasting people over there. It's, when I think Android, I think of a dystopic future. All right, that's just me personally. But aside from my fanboy bias, no, I'm glad that Apple jumped on it so quickly. They didn't drag their feet on this one because like it literally it can affect anyone. There's nothing you can really do about it. There's no like. I didn't get impacted because I'm a pro, yada yada yada. Like, no, I just went to the wrong site, or I just sent an image, and then boom, and I wouldn't even know, right? So good on them for jumping on it so quickly. Hopefully the battery thing is just coincidence and not correlation, right? Or is correlation causation? I forget.
Yeah,
Uh,
yeah. You said I got a you said I got a lemon anyway, right? Like you're not the only
you
one
have
saying
you
that.
have a lemon, yeah. Like your phone always has an issue, right?
I'm just thinking it's Apple. I'm just saying that wasteland you keep projecting on the Android, you know.
Well, we'll see. Like I'm also waiting on the 15, right? I think that's this week. They'll be showing all of the new
So
Apple
the
products.
announcement, yeah, the announcement is Tuesday, I want to say September 12th, I
Yeah.
believe, right? It's Tuesday. And then it's usually as I was reading, because like this is my first Apple. So as I was
Yeah.
reading, it's usually like a week or two after that is when
hmm
to release this. I was like, man, that's a short time frame there, right?
Yeah, they hold it close to the vest, but there's already been leaks of images and things of that nature. I usually don't pay attention to them because I like to be surprised, but Apple revisioning and variations are so slight, it's going to be the same phone. We moved the camera 2 megapixels up.
Well,
I would be greatly surprised, but I do need to upgrade as well. Like I said, I always wait 2 or 3 generations, so I wait something cool will be in the phone worth my time.
and that's the thing is that we're waiting 3 years at this point, right? You know what I mean? So like it's a 3 year wait. And again, if mine is already a lemon, I need to update it anyway. From the stuff that I've read and like on Mac rumors and things of that nature, like it looks like it's gonna be pretty. It looks like it's gonna be pretty good. I ain't gonna lie. It looks like it's gonna be kind of legit. That's why I waited it out. Like I had read the rumors several months back and was like,
Gotcha.
maybe I will wait. But yeah.
Yeah, we'll see. Another Apple fanatic is Chris. So Chris, friend of the show, he co-hosted in your absence. May try to get him on for next week, just so we can talk about the Apple stuff in the Friday rundown. If I can line up our schedules right. Um, I'm not expecting too much. Like what I really want is an upgrade on the watch. I know this is turned to Apple talk, but I want to say generation 6 or 7 watch. I don't even know what watch like because Apple products don't have numbers anymore. They just say the new whatever, right? They just keep playing this over and over again. But I don't have the one where it was causing people to call 911 because of the haptics in it, right? You get on a roller coaster, it thinks you're in a car accident. So I don't have that one. So if they work the bugs out of that, I'll get the next variation of it. But I don't see myself upgrading unless they do something significant or like the patches, like the rumored patches will start coming out where people are like, my battery's running too slow, or I can't do this, or email doesn't work, copy and paste is gone, or so you know what I mean? Like they push you off the ledge to get you to the next one. Plus I need a bigger phone. Like I have a Pro and my hands are not set up for that. So I was being cheap and I've been suffering. Like my thumbs hurt. I need I need the max in my life. So but with all that being said, please continue to tune in throughout the week. Again, like, share, subscribe. Please continue to share us with your friends. It is definitely working. We've seen a surge in numbers, right? So I don't know if that's coincidental or you guys are just out there sharing our content or going through our backlogs where there's lots of greatness back there, right? We're over 470 something episodes. So we definitely have lots of content for you to check out. So definitely check that out. And then hit us up by all the websites that go by our name. You can me up personally. I'm at RyRy Security Guy. That's RYRY Security Guy. You can find me on LinkedIn, Clubhouse, Twitter, and Threads. Stay safe, stay secure.